Once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Wins to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down. Murray. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wentz going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again here, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there. On the sideline, a big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williamson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Murray underneath for Johnson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williamson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On 1st and 10, Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williamson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. And even 40 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great 15, great 15.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. A first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. Back and forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Wentz. Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw, eluding the pressure right. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Wentz again. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is TJ Logan to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
All right, here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. Murray finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Wentz to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back now in Austin as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
3 down. Great 15, great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw, it's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
To throw from his end zone. Murray. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Underneath for Johnson. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 4th down, Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 3rd down, Murray. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Red 5-2, on here.
They go to Johnson again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spins past him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Wentz to throw. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back to throw. Wentz. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Joe Schobert in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
That much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to